The Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, was formed in 1982 by 6 outstanding female engineers. In no particular order are Engineer Joanna Olutumbi Maduka, FNSE, Engineer Mayen Adetiba, FNSE, Engineer Nkechinyere Isigwe, FNSE, Engineer Funmilola Kadiri, FNSE, Engineer Wankego Ojuko, FNSE, and Engineer Beatrice Odiniyi, FNSE. Since its inception in 1982, the association has had of 15 past presidents, with the immediate being the inventive engineer Felicia Agubata, who introduced the Invent It, Build It program.
In a bid to ensure Nigeria gets more female engineers in future, the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, visited various villages across the country to encourage female primary school pupils to embrace science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in a nationwide program called Invent It, Build It, which is sponsored by NNPC. Their mapped-out visit to 7 states across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country began with Bauchi State, where they visited Central Primary School, Misau, to honor Engineer Dr. Maikanti Baru, the former GMD of NNPC.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Thereafter, pupils from 30 primary schools in Misau local government area participated in series of experiments conducted by APWEN resource persons. 10 lucky pupils emerged winners and were given scholarship awards that will cover their education to university level, provided they study engineering. From Bauchi, the APWEN team moved to the ancient city of Benin for the 2nd edition of the Invent It, Build It project. This was done in honor of 2 illustrious daughters of the state, Engineer Dr. Patricia Nekmen Okpenehodeli and Engineer Valerie Ifueko Adberaba, for their contribution to engineering growth in Nigeria. 10 lucky young girls also emerged as winners after a test.
These 10 pupils emerged winners after series of experiments.
To be the best, number one and nothing less.
Kano, Abeokuta, Kogi, Anambra, and Borno concluded the 5 other states touched by APWEN with the Invent It, Build It project in an effort to give scholarship awards to primary school pupils. Though, as always emphasized, the scholarship will cover tertiary education of the girls if only they study engineering in the university. The other 4 states that hosted the Invent It, Build It project are as follows: Kano,
to be the best, number one and nothing less. Be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently.
Kogi,
So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
Anambra,
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Some of the pupils and parents could not control their emotions and were full of praises for the unequal impact NNPC is making through APWEN.
I'm grateful. I feel happy. I feel excited because I didn't expect this. Even when they give the scholarship, we thought it was a joke or it was a fake. So to my greatest surprise today, it's a great testimony and it's a great joy that I cannot express now.
Yes, I'm happy because of the load and the burden of thinking of how to sponsor her have been taken off my neck. I'm a teacher, my wife is a teacher, and our joy is that we have no fear of how this girl's future will look like because the school fees have been taken care of.
I feel good. Make sure that I will work hard and study hard to solve Nigeria problems when I grow up in the future.
When somebody is giving a gift, the person will feel happy. So I feel happy today to be among the people that my parents will not be among the people to pay my school fees again. My school fees is handed over to a higher person.
APWEN, with the support of NNPC, has so far given 81 scholarships to pupils from the 6 states visited, coupled with the construction of ultra-modern sciences and technology laboratories.
From here, APWEN proceeds to a new era, an era under the watch of the prolific and detailed engineer Funmilola Ojelade, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers as the 16th president of APWEN. An engineer that has shown and proven over time her competence and dedication to the ideas of APWEN.
First, we want to encourage the study of sciences in the girls. We realize that so many girls they run away from the sciences, and particularly engineering. People still have this belief that you need to be a man to be an engineer. Okay. And we want to show them that we are girls, we were girls, we are now women. We studied engineering and we are practicing it and we are enjoying it, and we are not any different from what the men are achieving. So they can also study it.
APWEN's Abuja chapter has the honor today of renaming the best female science student event after our founding chairperson, Engineer Bello Okeke, FNSE, FICE. The event is now to be called Engineer Bello Okeke Purple Banquet for Best Female Science Students in FCT Secondary Schools.
And when I see women in the profession, I just love them. I said, this is where I want to be.
I'll study harder so I can get more things like this and keep up with it.
Engineer Ojelade is ready to take up the baton from her predecessor, continuing in the attained successes while implementing new plans.
It is a great one, and I will continue to commend the vision of the immediate past president, Engineer Dr. Felicia Gubata, FNSE, for that work. It's such a great one and a huge one. And a lot of lives have been impacted, and was with her throughout the time that we went around the whole nation to recruit what I call engineer girls and give them scholarships from primary to university. So it's such a laudable thing. I see lives that are touched in very, very overwhelming ways. So it's a project that we must continue. But we're going to need to go a little bit more. We'll streamline things, continue with that project. It's taking care of the primary school girls. We have a program already that takes care of the secondary school girls. We call it Introduce a Girl to Engineering, where we would like to focus more at this time the adults, graduating students from universities and young graduates, because people continue to go out of school and they are not fit for the industry. So how can we bridge that so that they can pick up skills that are required in the industry? And we are looking at partnering with some multinationals to do this. If we can invite them and then bring together our own people to our female engineers, graduating students, like I said, and young engineers, put them in a kind of town hall meeting so that these multinationals will talk to them and expose them to the kind of skills they require, so that those in school can now focus and concentrate their studies and know that if I'm able to study like in this particular way and pick this kind of skills, then I can work in this multinational. So that is what we want to do, so that we can help to solve. There are quite a few of these, and we started in a way. There are quite a few of these multinationals who are looking to increase the percentage of female engineers they have in their employ. I've come across a few like that. So why is it difficult? There are so many girls, female engineers, who don't even have a job. Well, you are saying I can't find any female engineer to hire. So there's a disconnect there. Well, we're going to see what we can do to bridge that gap.
Time is certainly of the essence for engineer Funmilola Ojelade, as she has begun executing the task set before her on a high note by launching her 2-year reign as president with a courtesy visit to the state governor of Osun State.
First, I would like to appreciate you, sir, Your Excellency, and your cabinet for creating time to see us today. For me, it's a glorious homecoming, considering that I'm a daughter of the land who has lived outside of Osun State more than I've been at home. I'm happy to be home for a number of reasons. First, I'm happy to return as a pride of the state of Osun. Since the creation of the modern of Osun State on 27th of August 1991, that is almost 30 years, this is the first time that an indigene of the state of Osun has emerged as the APWEN president. I'm the 16th president in 36 plus years of existence, and we elect a new president every 2 years. We don't do second term. So that tells you can do the math and know the number of presidents that have emerged, and now Osun coming up for the first time. In other words, Osun has produced the #1 female engineer in Nigeria. It is significant. It is significant that this is happening during your tenure, sir.
I must first of all congratulate our own, who has made us proud. Engineer Funmilola Ojelade. In those days, we used to think that engineering is exclusively reserved for the men, but you've actually proven all of us wrong. That engineering is a profession that is even more populated now by women, and they're doing pretty well. So we congratulate you for this wonderful achievement, and we look forward to you continue to drive the engineering.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could. Audio Jungle. Yeah, times are changing.
From visiting the governor of Osun State, Engineer Ojelade in a legend-studded convoy threw the weight of the support behind the new president of Nigerian Society of Engineers, Engineer Babagana Mohammed, FNSE, making their presence known at his investiture in Abuja.
It's a great one. Number one is the success, the attendance, but most importantly is the president's speech, his vision for technical education, which that's the education in technical schools. You know how he intends to pay attention to that and make sure that these schools are delivering what they should deliver, and that engineers are also delivering what they should deliver.
So in the words of our boss, Mr. Abbas Musamawa, he said Engineer Ojelade is a great asset to the company, and they will in turn give necessary support to APWEN.
She's a very big asset to us, like this. And because of the fact that it's an engineering aspect, that shows that it's even naturally we should be able to support you, whatever the we can be able to support you. So I tell you that we're going to support you, we're going to support her, and we want to appreciate and thank you for the feats that you have achieved, we find it worthy, find her worthy of electing her as the new president of their own association.
Engineer Funmilola Ojelade, the new president of APWEN, is a brilliant engineer. I took notice of her early at our meetings because of her brilliant and witty contribution. And in fact, I started calling her my Oga, as I often do to people who so impress me. I'll call her Oga and she will say, I no fit. You know. So I'm happy that another brilliant engineer is taking over from Dr. Engineer Mrs. Agubata.
Engineer Funmilola Ojelade, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, as I fondly call her Auntie Funmilola, is a capable and dependable engineer. She's one of the very few women who are continuously pressing for the progress of the emergent Nigerian woman. She's intelligent, hardworking, and pays so much attention to details. She's a team player. She will bring everyone on deck.
The baton that has been passed from Engineer Felicia Agubata to Ojelade, for me, is a baton that has been passed to a good teammate who I know and I believe will keep the speed for the ultimate goal, considering the speed with which Engineer Agubata ran her tenure and all that she has achieved. Ojelade, I believe, will keep that speed, and we look forward to celebrating her after 2 years.
I've known her for a relatively short period of time, but during this period, she's had a profound impact on both my personal and professional life. She's an extremely articulate, intelligent, and honest individual.
I can say that she's a passionate and focused professional. She's extremely dependable and trustworthy. Engineer Funmilola Ojelade is an intelligent multitasker. She's resilient and an excellent engineer.
Engineer Ojelade, integrity, compassion for others, and the tenacity to accomplish goals. These are the words that best describe you. I shall know, because I've known you all your life, and the fact that we also grew up under the same roof. These traits have helped shape you into the transformative and dependable leader that you've become. I've seen over the years as you selflessly spend your time and resources to improve the life of others across the country. You've proved time and time again that it is a deed in the act of giving that one receives. Governor Oyetola of Osun State recently said that you are a national role model for your gender. This is true, but I'd like to take this even a step further, that you're a role model for all. Yoruba people say that Ti egun eni ba jore, ori aya ni. I am thankful that you're my sister. Our mom is beaming with pride that she raised a great one. On behalf of the Chakanyufa family and her late dad, we are all proud of you.
APWEN once again has gotten it right by putting a round peg in a round hole by selecting a perfect replacement for engineer Dr. Felicia Agubata. There is no doubt better days are ahead for APWEN and young girls in all parts of the country, and for Nigeria as a whole, under the leadership of engineer Funmilola Ojelade, FNSE.